The coaching carousel. What you got for us, Jacob? What you got for us?
Well, we have had a few coaching hires. Obviously, the Ravens have hired a head coach in Jesse Minter, former DC of the LA Chargers. The Tennessee Titans have penned a deal with Robert Saleh for 5 years, obviously the former DC of the 49ers. The Dolphins...
Former head coach of the Jets.
Yes, that too. The Dolphins have obviously agreed terms with Jeff Hafley, which is the DC of the Green Bay Packers. John Harbaugh has gone to the Giants, which probably was the biggest news, obviously, out of everything. And then, obviously, the Bills still have a head coaching position open. The Cardinals still do. The Falcons obviously have hired Kevin Stefanski. Very interesting hire from them.
Yeah. Have the
And then
Steelers hired anyone?
Yes, they did. Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy has filled that head coaching position for the Steelers. So that's another interesting one. Don't know really what their plan is with that.
Yeah, that one seemed a bit confusing for me as well.
So
But I'm not really familiar with his game either, though.
Well, you probably are. Green Bay Packers for years, and then obviously the Cowboys.
I'm more familiar with the Cowboys stint.
Oh no, I'm more well. The Green Bay Packers. He was good at the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, he won one Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Yeah, but then that was kind of it, and then obviously got to the playoffs bare times, but it just wasn't. They had to move on from him. Obviously, went to Matt LaFleur. Then obviously he went to the Cowboys. Lasted 2-3 years there? I don't even know how long it was.
I think it was about 2 years still.
Yeah, didn't feel too long. And now he's obviously got this job, which is interesting. I don't know if it's the hire that changes anything for the Steelers, though.
You think it's going to make Aaron Rodgers run it back one more year?
I don't know, I don't know if that's what the Steelers are going for. But if that is what they're going for, then they can just hope for the same sort of season they've had like this year. I don't think Mike McCarthy's a better head coach than Mike Tomlin. Obviously, Mike Tomlin's taken a step away from the game. And I don't believe that Aaron Rodgers is a player that he was. Well, we've seen he's not the player he was when he was in Green Bay. So
yeah,
if you want to have the same or worse season, go ahead and have the same or worse season. But that's why it doesn't move the needle for me in any type of way as a hire. So
yeah. But do you know what? I don't know how you feel about this, but for me, I don't think that any head coach, barring the Harbaugh signing, is going to move the needle for a lot of these teams. I don't know if Stefanski's going to move the needle at Atlanta. Actually, do you know what? Minter, jury's still out on Minter, actually.
He's not been a head coach before.
And where? So. Yeah. So that's why I'll say jury's still out, because I'm not sure how he's going to cope as a head coach, innit?
You're right in saying that.
But in terms of this is going to be the guy that's going to elevate their game, I don't know if any coach has made me think about that yet, besides the John Harbaugh signing.
Yeah, obviously. My thing is, it depends who their OC and DC are. Do you get what I mean? It depends who they bring in with them. Because I personally don't think the Atlanta Falcons should have hired Kevin Stefanski, but I'm not a Falcons fan, and I'm happy they're in my team's division. So you guys hire him, do what you want. Literally, do what you please.
I say easy wins, yeah?
The Falcons are a good side. I just don't know what I haven't seen Stefanski as a good coach for me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's going to go over there and do. John Harbaugh, obviously, we've just seen the longevity of the career and seen what he's done in those periods of times. But it's, again, who is he bringing in on the offense as an offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, to manage all of these things? So you're right in saying that. I feel like Jesse Minter's a good hire for the Ravens because he's been in the building. He knows the players. He was there before, obviously, so he knows what's going on in that building. John Harbaugh, yeah, longevity. Robert Saleh, we've seen him as a head coach before with a
Not
team
great.
that's similar to the Jets.
Yeah. So
So
it's a bit confusing for
that's
me.
yeah.
And
Then
he went to the Jets, yeah, when they were supposedly meant to be on the up, you know?
correct, which the Tennessee Titans want to be, but you gave him a 5-year deal, so I guess you're trusting him, even though their defense, the Tennessee Titans defense, isn't the problem. The offense needs to pick up. They need players.
And he's a DC kind of guy, innit?
Yeah, that's what he
Because
is.
that's what, yeah.
That's what he is. So you're right in saying that none of these signings moved. They may do. We have to wait and see. But then obviously there's still head coaching opportunities out there. The Browns are still free. The Bills, obviously, that's probably the most coveted position right now since the Ravens job's gone. Then the
Mm.
Cardinals, I don't even know if anyone wants that job, but it's going to be a case of, hey, whoever gets
You're,
it,
you're gonna have to roll your sleeves up and build from the ground with that one.
yeah. So I might be missing a job out, but those are the three that are in my mind right now that haven't been taken.
Mm. Oof.
So yeah.
I feel like someone's gonna step up from the college game as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I'm not sure who, but I just feel like what's in the NFL right now is it's time for some fresh blood.
If that's so, I think what do you think for the Cardinals or the Browns? Do you think those two or
Cardinals. I don't think anyone from college is gonna take a Browns job.
yes,
Because I
kind of
think the Browns job is more than coaching. I think it's a culture shift as well.
you're right.
Because you need to get them believing in winning again.
Yeah. So
Because
that's gonna be part of
obviously
it.
they have Miles Garrett. We know he's not leaving, but they need to galvanize their players again.
You're right. Also the Raiders job.
Yeah, but that don't really look attractive either.
It doesn't, but it gets to a point where you go, okay, let's
Only
look at
the
the team.
location does.
Yeah. That's why I say you look at the team and then you go, okay, let's look at the location of where the job is. Because it's like I'd rather be the head coach of the Raiders than the Browns right now. The Browns probably have more
Yeah.
weapons, but with the Raiders, you can fully start again because the only player you got there is Max Crosby, really,
Mm.
and you got the number one pick, so you're gonna go out and get the quarterback you want.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like you
If
can,
you like the quarterbacks in the market though.
yeah, but you can sign you have the number one draft pick, so you'll probably sign Fernando Mendoza.
Mm.
So you kind of know going into that job who your quarterback is going to be straight away. You know who your quarterback's going to be. You know your backup's going to be Gino. Or if you want a number one pick to sit behind, you probably don't. But you get what I mean. You probably trade away Max Crosby just because you're now in rebuild mode.
Yeah.
And trade him away before the draft for picks, and then you rebuild your own team. So I feel like the Raiders job is very interesting just
Mm.
because you can build your team from scratch and it can be your people in the building.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, putting it like that, you're right. Still, it is a more attractive job than the Browns job because Browns, everyone's been paid,
That's the thing. You're trying to move people right now.
everyone's
It's difficult.
stuck. Yeah,
They got what, 3 quarterbacks still on their roster? 2
yeah.
rookies, 1 highly paid one they don't want to play.
It's too much ego in that team right now.
Yeah, you ain't really got any. You got some skill players, but no, you ain't got a number one receiver.
Mm.
You don't know if Judkins is going to be fit to come back start the season, so you don't have a number one running back. You got good rookie class to an extent.
Yeah, just a bit messy.
Yeah, so the coaching carousel continues.